Hey guys and ladies, this is Chris Walker. I'm youth pastor at Goodview Baptist Church, and I would have been your speaker at Camp Merriwood this week, but that wasn't meant to be. And while I miss all you guys, hopefully we'll be able to connect some through this online resource this week. And next year, maybe we'll see each other face to face. This year's theme is digging deeper, and it comes from 1 Peter 3:15. Ready at any time to give a defense to anyone who asks you for a reason for the hope that is in you. As you can see, I rode my bike down here at the end of my road. My daughter, who's operating the camera for me, she came along for the ride as well. I love to ride bikes. Been riding them for years, as long as I can remember. As a kid, I would set up ramps and I would jump them, deliver newspapers, and one time even ran into a road sign. That was a little bit painful. When I hop on my bike, I don't think anymore about how it works. I just know I'm going to get from point A to point B. Recently, my son asked me this question. He said, "Dad, what would happen if there were no pedals?" Well, that's a good question. If there were no pedals, I couldn't move the chain, which turned the crank, which turned the wheel, and I'd get nowhere. The modern designer of the bike thought it would be a good idea to have pedals. In fact, if you see the old bicycles, you'll see them big wheels. And then the modern designer says, no, the big wheel's not as good. Let's do the same size wheels both on the front and the back. And also you can have knobby tires or road tires depending on how you ride. In fact, if I would have been in Merriwood this week, I would have rode bikes with some of you this week. The designer of the modern bike thought it was good to include pedals. Let me compare that to the creation all around us. You can see the mountains behind me. Sun, moon, stars, trees, flowers. Sometimes we just go outside and we don't think about them. But God is trying to speak through them. Genesis says this, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth." Psalm says this, "The heavens declare the glory of God, and the skies proclaim his hands." Romans says this, "For since the creation of the world, God's invisible qualities, eternal power, and divine nature have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made, so that people are without excuse." That we can know that there's a God out there because of creation. He is creator, he's designer, and everything shows off his glory. That means as a designer, he shows that he has a plan for it, and he's got a purpose for it. You know, your bike has a designer, and it shows intention and innovation. Our world has a creator, designer, that shows intention and innovation. I want you to get out this week, step outside, and notice creation. Maybe go for a bike ride. Maybe read Psalm 8 or Psalm 19 and see what God has to say about his creation. But above all else, I want you to have this defense ready to go. The world either came from an eternal creator or eternal matter. And the God of the Bible wants you to know that he created everything and that he uses everything for his glory. The world will have you believe something different. But remember, something eternal has to be there. And God's word always points back to him. God's creation always points back to him. Everywhere I've been in the world, there's been sunrises and sunsets. God's creation always shows off. Hey, I'm going to get off here for right now. Hope to see you later in the week. And we're going to talk about how God has imprinted himself in all of us. Have a blessed day.